Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 16 of Shadows of the Iron Gods. We're back. We have a new character joining us today, which is pretty exciting. We've got a cool adventure planned. So, why don't you guys tell us what happened last time while I try and find a token for Jimmy's new character because I forgot to do that.
Everybody died.
Gavin
Not
died.
everyone died.
Gavin got better.
Gavin got better. That's the
Jimmy, you explain why everyone.
Uh, so, if I remember correctly, there was a will-o-wisp.
Yes,
and
there was.
I didn't realize that you could punch balls of lightning. So as such, I kind of died. But yeah, so
Yeah, you didn't even try punching the ball of lightning, so
because it's a
kind
ball of
of your own
lightning.
fault.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you 100%. It's just it seems wrong to punch a ball of lightning.
Just gonna use this
yeah,
token.
I can make excuses all day. Either way, I've got a new character.
It's you would drop all your metal items as soon as you touch it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, for next time.
Yeah, for next time.
Die and learn is what they say. That's how that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got the C4, I think.
You did get the C4.
The Silex wasn't.
But there is still stuff to be
Silex,
had
yes.
there. Neon green, apparently.
Yeah, the neon green C4.
It's a bit less subtle, I feel.
Perhaps that is the case.
Well, all right. So where are we now? So I assume we've resurrected Gavin, have we?
Yes,
we did.
so I guess it's probably the next day.
So we gain HP. We gain
6,
con.
because we're level 6.
Yeah,
Heal.
you'll be back up to full health because our friend Dinvire
Oh,
will
yes.
heal you with channel.
Excellent.
I don't know if you guys would have taken. Did you take any like ability damage or anything?
Well, dying doesn't.
I just took that negative level thing.
Yes. So yeah, you'll have a negative level. Let's have a look at resurrection and see what that does. So you have 1 negative level right now, which Dinvire can heal, but it costs money. Restoration.
Should we take the money off Radit's cooling corpse?
No.
Yeah, it's 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust to remove a negative level. She has the diamond dust, so you'll need to trade for that.
Are you gonna accept money this time, or is it still stuff?
She's only gonna take stuff.
Does she want
because that's
a
her deal.
spacesuit?
Did we work out how much those spacesuits would sell for?
I think it was quite a lot, but she didn't want it last time.
I also think that.
Yeah, that might have been the case.
Is a brown access card worth anything?
Brown
Like-
access cards are not worth a lot.
Yeah.
They're like the lowest level card.
Oh,
We've got Rajit's magic bow, which none of us can use.
His magic what?
So
You also had
Oh, yeah.
2,000. Oh no, we can't take that money. Yes,
Yeah.
would you like a magic bow?
Yeah, she'll take the bow. Yeah, absolutely.
How much is that worth?
What kind of bow is it?
Plus one
Plus-
composite longbow.
Yeah.
So
only
that
slightly over.
that would be worth like 1,300. But she'll take that.
Can you throw in a grenade or something just to?
Pin's still attached, hopefully.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
So
Okay.
yeah, she'll take that. take the bow and then cast a restoration on Gavin.
Yay.
So yeah, so you have this pack of Silex that Redtooth asked you to collect from the wreck, and so the plan from then, I guess, is to go see Redtooth, give her the explosives.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
See what
Okay.
happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
good.
go
First,
ahead.
Gavin tries to fix the clock again because I got
Oh,
an
yeah,
idea
yeah, you-
related to that.
yeah, you
So
had an opportunity
he's-
to do that.
he's paying particular attention to how it sounds now.
Okay. Let me have a look at my notes for that.
Yeah, and not a clock, but the music box thing.
Let's play the Tetris theme.
Yeah, so you go ahead and start like
Yes.
making some minor repairs.
Yeah.
Try and find where I actually wrote this down. It's here somewhere. I should have been making like updated notes more regularly here.
I know that feeling.
Do you know how many successes you've had? I think it's only one so far.
I think I've had one.
Yeah, I've got one written down. And you get a +4 to that, so that's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, you work your way through, and yeah, you're right. Like, listening to how the music box sounds, you're able to, you find a couple of the mechanisms in the thing that clinks the little sheet of metal that makes noises malfunction, and so you straighten all of those out and correct that. So you're now a little bit closer to fixing your music box.
Okay, so the thing here is that Gavin is trying to. So Gavin, when he died, he heard something on the other
Mhm.
side.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, so he
Does
would have.
this sound anything like that?
It does actually. Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of a brassy kind of sound.
Yeah.
And yeah, you definitely get like flashes of memory.
Yeah. Yeah, he spends like several minutes just with his ear to the music box.
Yeah. And I think Dinvire is watching you doing this. It's probably while she's like she's sort of preparing to cast the spell for you, and you're working on the music box, and she's doing her spell preparation for the day. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Getting closer.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys head off to see Redtooth. So like I said last time, I think as you're making your way through Scrapwall now, people are avoiding you, like actively walking around you. You will see small groups of Scrapless and like guards from the Steelhawks and the Lords of Rust. They actively try and avoid your path. They're trying to just be like give you a wide berth. So you get to Redtooth's Warren without any trouble, and you're led through the cave system. And this is probably the first time we see Babkin. So we probably it fades out on you guys entering the Warren, and then we fade up inside Redtooth's like office space. She's got a map laid out, scrawled in the top in like really sketchy letters is receiver array, and then there's a bunch of X's on this map, and she's explaining to this rat folk The rat folk have their own language.
I don't actually think so. I mean, I imagine
I don't
probably.
think
I
they do.
don't
I-
know.
Yeah,
I think
don't-
it's just like lower common, isn't it?
Let's have a look and see if you speak any extra
Yeah.
languages.
I'd imagine that they at least had at some point, like trying to imagine the, I don't know what the cultural history of rat folk.
Rat folk
Language
begin play with common, and that's it.
Fair
You have
enough.
access to a bunch of other languages, but I don't think you have your own like special language.
Maybe it's a
Alright.
red
So that's
language.
right. Yeah, so you guys are just having a normal conversation, and she's saying, so you'll need to place the charges here, 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 and here. That will ensure maximum damage. Do you understand that? Can you point out the locations for me?
Yes, I completely understand, and I just point. Yeah, okay, it's here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent, excellent.
The accent for all the weeks where your character's going to be around.
Yeah.
I anticipate it won't last past this episode, but let's see how that goes.
Yeah, so you guys you talk about the explosives, and that's when the party is sort of ushered into the office. So what does Babkin look like?
Right, so Babkin is kind of this. Well, he's quite small, but still a bit taller than Lardo, I'd say. He's about 3'10". He's wearing a mithril chain shirt, and he just looks very kind of scraggly. Like I'd say, where Redtooth is more mouse-like, Babkin's the kind of rat equivalent. So he's got the long nose, kind of droopy ears, and he's not. He's got matted fur. It's kind of, you could tell he's trying to look good, but really he's a scraggly rat by human standards, I would say.
Scraggly rat with a mithril chain shirt.
I'm imagining
Indeed.
Aragorn.
And a rapier.
Bradley Fletcher.
Right. So
Cool.
I imagine-
So yeah, so the group then enters the room. You see Redtooth there, standing over a map with another scraggly looking rat folk. Says, excellent, come in. This is Babkin. He's one of our demolitions. I wouldn't say experts, but he knows a small thing or two.
I've placed explosives before. I wasn't saying Russian. That was the worst thing. I apologize.
If
Yes.
any of you played the Red Alert, I'm picturing Crazy Ivan right now.
I'm just imagining Babkin with like an eye patch for some reason.
Yes.
Does Babkin have an eye patch?
Does now.
No, but I want one. You can tell. Yeah, if ever he has a fencing accident, that will happen.
Yeah. So Redtooth, she says, Babkin here will be escorting you to the receiver array to place these explosives.
So I shake everyone's hands in sequence, and I just say, "Don't worry, you can count on me." And then I get to Cassie, and I just kind of like kneel and just kind of gently kiss the hand and say,
I don't think you need to kneel. You're quite a lot shorter than
"That is true.
Cassie
That
is.
is true." I think he wants to make the gesture and
Yeah.
just be very repulsive.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm not sure how to react to this.
yeah. How does Cassie react when Babkin tries to kiss your hand?
I think she's probably going to go along with it, but she's got a bit of a disturbed look on her face.
Is Stelmaris around?
I imagine he probably is. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say yes.
yeah.
If
you
he
wanted to
fits
do
in
that.
door.
Yeah.
So I guess I see the massive lion next to Cassie, and it's like, "Whoa, you bring that in here?"
I guess Stelmaris looks at you and says, "I'm not a that." creature, and he's like bigger than you. Like he's
I can imagine.
he's a big old lion, and you're a tiny little rat folk.
Cats eat
Oh.
rats.
Look. I'll be on my best behavior around you.
Gavin just watches impassively, but considers this a strategically convenient development, considering the size of the party just got
Yeah.
reduced.
Yeah. So
He doesn't mention this.
yeah. So Red Tooth says, I assume you were successful in procuring the explosives from the wreck. One of your friends is missing. Where's the Oreed?
He perished in the attempt,
Shame.
but we received the explosives.
I place them on the table.
Yeah, Ratfolk sort of scurries over to the table and picks up one of the blocks, inspects it, turns it over, makes sure it's all intact, and says, "Yes, this is exactly what we need." She goes to a drawer, pulls out 2 more blocks, puts them on the table, says, "This should be enough." There are, she points to the map. There are 4 locations in the receiver array on the structure that will guarantee destruction. Our people haven't been able to get inside to find the exact points, so you'll have to study the area a little bit. But you should be able to find where to place them.
Okay. Can I review the map and plan to see if it holds weight engineeringly? please?
Yeah, sure. You make a knowledge engineering.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's you say wow as if that's not very good, but
Yeah.
it's still a pretty good result. So yeah, from what you can tell, like the map is kind of crudely drawn, but it looks like the locations they've marked look like to be like major support structures for the disc. And like Ritooth said, once you get in there, you'll be able to see the particular supports to place the explosives on. So when you note down, like when you get into the receiver array, you'll have a +3 to recognize where to place the explosives.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
What do we know about the defenses around these sections of the receiver array?
It should be minimal, really. The receiver array was once home to the Thralls of Hellion, a gang of chokers and other kinds of dark folk. They were recently wiped out not too long ago. I guess the Lords of Rust blamed them for whatever went wrong in your town. There shouldn't be anyone there.
That's good to know.
We'll see.
Things have gone wrong before.
Yes, and things will likely continue to go wrong, but let's cross our fingers and just
I believe in us.
yes.
That's one to morale, everyone.
Okay, you should get on.
Right.
Best of luck.
So I guess Babkin would know exactly where to go first, and just
Yeah. Babkin knows the way to the receiver array.
all right. I will see you soon, Red Tooth. Everyone, follow me.
And
Lead the
we
way,
Lead the
Sir
way.
Rat.
Yes.
go. All right.
Yeah, so Babkin, you lead the party through Scrapple to the receiver array. I think I've noted on the map where that is.
Is it the S?
Oh, that's Smiler, I think.
I thought it was
Um,
LR.
oh,
like,
S.
arena.
Satellite
I think
dish.
it's
Here we
SD,
go.
It's
so
this one
this
here, I
place,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
satellite dish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trippy.
place with a lot of blinking.
Yeah, so you go up through through the upper canyon where the Manticore lair was. You come down into this open area, and you see a small. I guess the building looks kind of like do you know Star Wars, the deflector dish building in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like that, except the satellite dish is on a big tower, and there are 4 posts that come down inside the building. And so the satellite dish is currently like pointing downwards, like in like an idle state. But you can imagine when it was active, it would have been pointing off towards where Torch was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, on the way, I would like to pick your brains about being a demolition expert. I have my doubts.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you have any like disabled device or anything? Babkin?
I do have disabled device as a skill. I'm
Yeah.
just checking how good exactly that is.
I mean, you're not going to be
it-
perfect at it because I don't think
Oh,
you
no, I
have
don't.
technologist.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No,
I do, and I'm 14 in disabled device.
Yeah,
so
then
maybe
Red
good
Tooth
for
was
me.
probably talking a bit of crap, but you probably do know
I
stuff
know the
about
area.
explosives, but the rat folk in general don't know a lot about explosives, so
Sure. I guess
um,
it's just a knowledge thing more than anything.
yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay, so let's move you over to this map. And so, Jimmy, can you see anything? Because I don't think I've set up
I
your...
have a black rectangle.
Yeah, black rectangle, excellent. Has sight. And you have 60-foot dark vision as a...
As a rat folk,
You have that?
I have 60-foot dark vision. Yes.
The dark vision, excellent.
I see bodies.
Oh,
This is a
yeah.
good sign.
Yeah,
Ah,
Yeah.
buddies.
ooh, I like that.
So you come up to the entrance of this squat looking building, and the door is like hanging off its hinges. It's been like battered open, and like the smell hits you first, like the smell of like several days old rotting bodies, probably maybe a week. And you know there's blood on all the floors, and as you see inside, those of you who can see, what vision do you have on at the moment?
So I seem to have.
I
Lardo.
can see the whole room.
Yeah, I see quite far. Right
Oh, I
now,
guess
at least.
I guess there's actually, I think there's global illumination in here, which there shouldn't be. There we go. Let's turn that off.
Oh.
Ah,
Alright, now I've got nothing.
Okay, so what are you just using light at the moment, or
Yeah, let's use light. I mean, the
Okay.
torch is greater range, but I don't think we need the range.
yeah,
mhm.
we'll play a sea light. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you enter this dark building and you can see there are bodies on the floor of humanoid creatures with sort of really long arms. They're all naked, and they've got like really large mouths, and they've all just been like slaughtered. This place was like a murder house.
I
There-
think this was in the last few days.
Yeah, this definitely happened in the last week.
Do the corpses have any identifying stuff as being with the Lords of Rust?
Give me knowledge, local, or religion.
No.
Well, then
Alright, can I
Cassie
get
has
in
no
on that
idea.
then?
Yeah, you can, sure.
Alright, religion or... There's knowledge in all this. That's the second grade one. Well,
Okay,
Oof.
Gavin doesn't knowledge religion as well. Then.
I mean, ten's enough for you to recognise. Yeah, Gavin, you definitely recognise. Some of them are wearing spiked gauntlets, which you've seen is the holy weapon of Helion's clerics, and other ones have not tattoos, but like ritual scars of that spiked, like clawed hand, like carved into their chest or carved into their arms, and they're quite well healed scars, like as if someone's scarred them and then made sure they've healed in a particular way. So they look deliberate.
Do they look like they died fighting each other, or?
No, there's
They seem quite far
definitely
apart.
you can definitely see a lot of there's more bodies in here than I've put on the map.
Yeah. So I walk over to the nearest one and try to figure out the cause of death. Is that a heal check?
He's missing like part of his neck.
I think
Okay,
he died
but-
of heart
but what-
attack.
what's-
They all
what's the-
died of heart attacks.
Is the part of the neck like, has it been like cut off, ripped off?
Yeah, as in like some like large sharp object has like carved into his neck.
Okay, so cause of death is bladed instrument to the neck.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to be
Before we
that
go much
specific.
further,
Yeah.
to have a little listen, see if we can detect anyone in the area.
Sure, give me a
Putting up Sir
perception check.
Martyr's mage armor.
Thanks.
Actually, forgot about that. That's going on now before I forget.
No, yeah, you don't. It's quiet. Definitely quiet.
Yeah,
And
definitely
so you
safe.
can see as you've come in, sort of, there's a stairway up and there's walkways, all the way down, that lead into some rooms.
The
Oh, yeah,
supports are
so
inside, right?
Go up, we have to actually go around here,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright, and I guess we can't go through to the area with the other dead body.
Yeah,
No,
like
you can go
this bit.
underneath. You can go underneath, but it doesn't
Okay.
actually
Ah,
lead
okay.
anywhere.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
fair enough.
All of the doors out are up the stairs.
Okay.
Sounds
So,
good.
as well, anyone else is moving forward, I can take.
Yeah.
I've forgotten your name already. Babkin. Yeah,
Bobkin.
Babkin. Aside, so, no, hand on my shoulder, slightly up. So, this is your first expedition with us. Maybe I'll give you a little bit of a hand and just cast heroism on him.
Nice. You want me to prove myself? I will prove myself. Okay, so heroism, I will look that up. Carry on.
Yeah, it's basically +2 to everything.
Nice. Alright, cool.
I
With
assume
that,
that the bits that have to be exploded are somewhere upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
save skill check.
I think Cassie would strongly insist on Sir Martyr's going first because she doesn't want any more deaths.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
So as you're climbing the stairs, Gavin, can you give me a will save, please? And that's mind affecting, so you get a bonus on that, right? Alexi? I think you might.
Oh,
have
sorry,
muted
I
yourself.
was muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was plus 4. So 12
Plus
plus 4, so yeah, 16.
Okay. So you're walking up the stairs.
Yeah.
And you feel it feels like a hand on your head.
I brush the back of my head with my free hand.
Yeah, you don't feel anything there, but it feels like something's just like touched the back of your head and is trying to have a listen. And then it disappears.
I comment on this. That I felt something in the back of my head.
Wasn't me. I can't reach.
Someone playing silly buggers with Mage Hand.
Can I do like knowledge arcana or something to try to figure out what would cause this effect?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Knowledge arcana. Click.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this wasn't like a physical touch. This was something telepathic.
Okay. I comment that it might be telepathic.
Okay, nobody think. Perfect.
And then the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man stomps into the room. Yeah. What do you guys do?
I guess
I'm just checking if I have any defenses against like telepathy and stuff.
Other than just being like naturally resistant to
Can I
mind
look
effects and
around
stuff, I don't
No,
think so.
yeah, I don't think I have anything.
and do a quick detect magic? See if there's anything in the
That's a good idea.
close area. Can explain that.
Yeah, so you do briefly, like very briefly, you see like a glimmer of like an aura sort of over in this direction. But before you can like triangulate on it, it's moved away and you can't see it anymore.
Okay. It's smart. Moving.
so.
I'm gonna activate detect evil just in case. I can help detect something with it.
Okay.
I think as like an inquisitor, I can just keep it on forever.
Yeah, have a double check on the rules for that.
Yeah. Finding detect evil.
Okay. So what's everyone else doing?
I think we should peer through this first door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of run up as
It's
well.
gonna be a
with it.
while for me to get to that door with this conga line.
I guess I passed Gavin on the south. That's fine.
Yeah,
You
yeah. So Cassie, you and Stelmar are going in this door. You see more blood on the walls. There's another body of a choker on the ground. And you can sort of see into this corridor that goes left and right. On the right, there's a small. You can see just inside a small room that appears to just be full of junk. And to the left is the corridor like carries on. You can just see some stairs going down.
Do we know anything from seeing the outside of this building what the interior structure is going to be like?
I guess vaguely. Like you saw the map that Redtooth had, and so you're kind of looking for supports that are in like the corners of the building. Is where the supports come in. For
You
the
want to place 4 loads of charges in the 4 corners. Is that the plan?
yeah,
Well,
so
one on each corner.
yeah, a charge on each corner basically.
We've got a spare one.
I think
Well,
the idea,
okay.
yeah, you might have
Be a
like
good
one
place
spare
for that.
charge.
Okay, so the gist of detect evil is that it's a cone-shaped emanation. So I guess Gavin is
Mhm.
like holding out his holy symbol in front
Yeah.
of him.
Yeah, and its
sig-
concentration, like number of rounds up to.
Yeah, it's concentration up to 10 minutes per level, but
Okay, that's
Gavin
cool.
can cast it at will, so
Yeah.
whenever it runs out, he just reactivates it.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it has 60 feet range. It's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead.
Yeah. So
quite
basically,
three-
the walls in here are going to stop
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And otherwise, I can just, on the first round, I can detect presence, absence of evil, second round, number of evil auras, and
Yeah.
third, the power and location of each aura.
Mhm. Yeah.
And there's also, well, if I'm a good alignment, the strongest evil aura's
Mhm.
power is overwhelming, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I'm not good alignment, so...
Babkin,
Okay.
can you give me a will save?
Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm not seeing it yet.
That's not appeared.
I did
Um,
roll it. I got
not for
11.
me.
Okay, yeah, you got 11. We'll go with that. It will probably show up at some point.
Okay.
So Babkin, what do you
Yes.
fear most?
I would say Babkin probably fears just being, or the fact that he's just a revolting individual and scraggly. I think he doesn't want that brought to his attention. The fact that he's a rat, I guess, he's insecure. He doesn't like that. Oh God.
Okay,
Everyone except me just dropped out of roll 20.
Yeah.
Same.
The connection to the
that's
server's
odd.
been interrupted.
Yeah, I'm seeing. that
I'm
as well.
getting an error message.
Yeah.
Same.
Do you want to try?
Oh, yep, I got that now as
Okay,
well.
well, we can hear each
Refreshing?
other at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Refresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we refresh the page?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep,
do that.
doing
Okay,
that.
so
At least we can hear each other.
Refresh or reconnect.
so this is what
I mean, they're
Babkin
kind of
feared
the same
most.
thing.
Necessarily
Okay.
connecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been
So-
Yeah.
funny there.
So yeah,
Roll 20.
Insecurity.
What are you doing?
yeah, just me.
Oh, now it's
Oh, I've got
Jimmy.
Alexi.
Jimmy's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got to refresh.
So
Firefox.
Babkin fears getting disconnected from roll 20.
Absolutely.
Don't we all?
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back, and I've got Ash. It's just Philip. And
Yeah,
I've
got-
Spectator.
Going
Uh,
to make a
spectator.
test roll.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so that happens. Babkin, you don't notice what happened.
Right.
Because you failed your save.
Mhm.
And so you get this I guess maybe you just feel uncomfortable for a few seconds.
Alright.
And then you shake it off.
Okay.
Gavin, you get a ping like here. You don't get enough time to like really look at it, but something has appeared in the doorway up here.
Okay,
And then it disappears.
I point out that something over here.
Hmm.
Like I point with my free hand.
Yeah.
Or I guess my free hand is my crossbow, so I point with my crossbow.
Hmm.
Which door was it? I didn't see.
To
It's
the north.
the one to the north.
That one there.
I got something there.
Yeah. Sorry, I was pinging on the wrong layer.
Nice.
I'm kind of imagining this now being like in Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
right.
You're
It's-
definitely
yeah.
getting like a beep beep beep. You look and
Oh.
it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
gotta
do you guys
This
want to?
building, did it look like it was built here, or is it another space thing that's fallen to the ground?
A bit of both, I think. The structure itself is definitely like a glass-like structure. It's like deliberately made, but a lot of it has been like jury-rigged, and like the catwalks you're on are like made of wood and like steel.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys actually going to start moving?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we should
yeah.
head towards the thing.
Yeah.
I want to
I
let
feel
dead.
our investigations will go more smoothly without this constant interruption. Quite irritant.
Yeah. I'm just walking around with like I guess my right hand on the holding the crossbow and left hand holding the holy symbol.
Yeah.
I like how the catwalk's perfectly designed for us to walk single file into the Delphi.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you're the one slowing people down, Pete. So just
Oh, okay.
move your characters.
When is this lion going to get? Oh, I sounded Indian then. No.
In this room.
So yeah, you enter this room. This looks to be it's trashed, but there's some chairs that have been broken. It's probably some kind of like common area, but it's been completely like wrecked. And then in the top corner, you can see there's a hole in the roof, and like a crisscross like strut coming through the roof, and then mounted to the ground with like big bolts.
I think that might be a support structure. Do I recognise that as a
Do you
support
want to
structure?
lose track of the C4 while there's still some sort of spooky ghost thing in here with us?
That is
'Cause I
probably a
don't-
wise thing.
I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
attach
Let's
it to the support and then have a ghost through us with us 10 minutes later.
let's wait. Like scout out the place first a bit before we do anything with
Okay.
the bombs.
Probably best.
So there's a closed door here.
Mhm.
What are you
Mhm.
gonna do?
What happens if we try and open the door? Do we need one of our card keys for that?
No, there's no power in here right now, so you probably have to like force it.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Strength
Right.
check.
Yep.
Still, Morris is trying to open the door.
Yeah, which is one of the few things I don't have on these automatic maps, I'm afraid.
I think Bumpkin just runs in to see what's happening.
Ability checks. That's strength. 12.
Nope.
Oh.
Gavin is kind of slowly scanning the area with his
Yeah.
solo symbol as,
Maybe
as
there'll
he's
be another way
standing
in.
still.
I'm probably looking behind us to make sure we're not being snuck up on.
Are you just looking?
And listening.
Okay. Can you give me a will save?
Oh.
Okay. What does Lardo fear most?
Well, I suppose what I ran away from at home was the normal, boring life.
God,
Getting up
you
every-
guys' fears are so fucking existential and rubbish.
For the record,
What
Cassie's
a team
dead.
characters.
Boring life. Fine.
Yeah.
I can change it to
Doesn't
irrelevant.
doesn't Lardo fear like 1,000 gold pieces
How-
appearing
Oh yes.
next to him?
How are none of you afraid of like fucking dragons? Dragons is what I fear most.
Dragons
I
are a
could
thing
take
you can
them head on.
defeat.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're adventurers. This
Okay.
is what we do.
what are you
Yeah.
guys doing?
Scanning
Can I try another
the area.
strength check? Or is that...
Yeah,
not-
yeah. You can like. There's enough room there for two people to
Yeah.
do it as well. Okay, yeah,
Oh.
that's enough.
Hey.
Ultra strength. Let's do this.
So let's open that door.
Can we move up?
Yeah, let's move.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that door, like you force that open, and then the next one, it's like partially open, and one of them's like, so it's like sliding doors, and they've been pushed into the walls, and this one's like, one of them's like an angle, and the other one's like bent backwards.
Okay.
And yeah, and so you can see down into here. There's more blood.
There's a body.
Yeah, there's another body of a choker. You can see there's like lots of little rooms coming off that are kind of barred.
Right.
And can Stelmaris give me a will save, please?
Oh, God, I have no idea what Stelmaris fears.
Probably Cassie dying.
Yeah, Cassie dying.
Yeah, I guess
Oh
last
god.
of the end of the line of summoners that he's been working with for generations.
Cassie dying.
Gavin.
Okay, so Gavin, as these guys are walking forward, again you get that just for a moment. There's a ping at the end of the corridor,
Okay.
and before you can like get a fix and be like, okay, what is that? It moves like to the south.
Okay, I point out, yeah, something over here going south.
You think it's leading us into an ambush?
This does feel like a bad situation.
Got a
Gavin is
bad
going
feeling
to-
about
Should
this.
look it up.
As we're moving past the dead bodies, Gavin is going to like quickly inspect like whether they have a consistent cause of death.
Yes,
That's a-
yes. All of the dead bodies in here were murdered the fuck out of with big weapons.
Right.
Okay.
In the neck.
Most of them in the neck, yes.
Okay. Concentrate the armor to your neck somehow to scooch up the chainmail. Do this, and you'll be fine.
All right.
Shall we keep going then?
Talk of small necks.
You're
Are
in
there
front.
anything in any of these side rooms that are
No,
blocked off?
they're all just like small bedrooms that are like trashed.
Okay.
Yeah.
No loot or anything.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, there's a corridor.
Actually, I'm not sure I can easily navigate through this corridor.
So just like click and drag.
Oh, it's working now. The doorway
Yeah.
proved problematic to get
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
Is this the door we want to go through? I think it's already open.
Yeah. I mean, so there's a
well,
doorway down here and then another doorway here.
Yeah.
yeah. I think Gavin is going to point out that the thing went through the other door,
Which
Oh, did it
door?
actually?
the
Oh,
one at
up
the
there.
end of the corridor.
Oh.
Like down this
Right.
way.
Whoops.
Okay,
sorry.
turn around, guys.
So Cassie and Selmaris, you walk into this room, and there's a bunch of like junk and crap on the floor, and there's no bodies in here. There's no blood. This room
That's
is
suspicious.
empty except for the mound of stuff on the floor, and then there's another support strut coming through the roof.
Can I do
Yeah.
detect magic?
Yes, you can. So you sort of scan the room for a second, and you get a ping. There's something right next to the support strut. Can't see it, but there's something there.
Hmm.
Do you want to give me a? So you can see two auras there.
Okay.
Right.
While you're hanging
Two
there.
walls.
Give me is it a spellcraft check? I think.
Okay. One of the few things I've actually bothered investing in.
You can't recognize the aura though.
Can you describe it to me? Because I can't quite see it at the moment.
Okay, Cassie, can you give me a will save, please?
Okay. Cassie defenses. Well.
So what does Cassie fear most?
Cassie fears death, I'm afraid. It's another existential
Cassie fears
one.
death.
Everyone she's got close to it has died, except for Stelmaris, who's immortal.
Okay, cool. So
How insulting! You're not close to us. We're alive.
No, but you're the exception. The other two have died.
So you're focusing on this point, and then we get a shift of perspective. We're seeing things from like Stelmaris's point of view. So slightly lower down, his like kind of aura-y,
think
like
Cassie's
celestial
suspicious because
vision.
She gets to see things from Stelmaris' perspective.
So yeah, we see Stelmaris from his perspective, and he's looking around and he's looking at where Cassie's looking, and then he turns and we see Cassie with her throat completely opened,
Oh, no.
blood
Oh.
like pouring, and like eyes rolled back. So can Stelmaris give me a will save, please?
Okay.
Okay, you pass. So Stelmaris shakes his head, and the vision is gone, and Cassie's like standing there. Are you looking like puzzled? Stelmaris has just been like staring at you like blankly for a second.
Would this count as an enchantment spell or effect? Because I've got, for future record, I've got +4 on those saves.
It is not.
Okay.
And then a creature appears. So this long, black, rubbery creature, with like these long tendrils and this big, glassy eye on the front, is like wrapped around the support strut, And I guess we can roll initiative at this point. Depending on how you guys wanna react.
I didn't click
Yeah.
casting first.
Tick
Yeah.
down.
Gavin is going to open fire at least as soon as he sees that thing.
So who didn't roll there?
I got a
Clicking the
15, but I
things.
forgot to click the thing, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Add turn 15. Okay. So let's. So Babkin, can you see
Yeah.
the creature right now? Yeah, you can.
Not right now. Oh, can I? Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Right.
you
So I
see
guess I
see it here.
kind of. Yep. So I run through. And I kind of raise the rapier and just try and poke it.
You don't raise rapiers, you lunge with them.
Yeah.
Well,
You can be in a high guard if you want to be in a weird.
Yeah, you can have a high guard, but you don't raise them. They're not slashing weapons.
Yeah,
That is-
they're
that's
pokey
true.
weapons.
right.
Yeah.
I lunge at the thing.
You have a line for your first attack. You have some essence of your character.
Oh,
Let's see. You're going down.
30.
Go.
Okay, that hits. So you
That's
strike
not even
against this.
crit. Nice.
Oh, hold on. That might be a crit. It's
No, you only rolled a 12.
fair enough.
Have you got plus 18? That's fantastic.
Heroism helps. Good dex, good base attack.
How
bonus,
do you have
and
18?
yeah, that's
So
really
that's
good.
6 for dex, 6 for base attack, 2 for heroism, 1 for using a rapier, another 1 for using a rapier.
And there were 2 more. Hold on.
1 enchantment, and 1 for size.
Yes. 'Cause I'm
Yes.
still
Yeah,
sort
that
of
is
back.
correct. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
Cool.
fantastic.
That's a lot of pluses.
16
miss being a-
damage.
Swashbuckler. they're
Swashbucklers are good.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you hit the creature's rubbery body and pierce into it, and this blue goo starts seeping out from it. So it's then the creature's turn, and it is going to it's gonna turn invisible.
Oh, not this nonsense again.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, so it floats away from Babkin and like shimmers out of your vision.
Next
Okay.
spell level, I'm gonna get Purge Invisibility.
yeah.
It's a good one. Or see invisibility is really good as well.
Yeah, but I wanna get other stuff. With
And
my
then
second level
Gavin's
stuff.
turn.
but does it have glitter dust?
Okay, I'm
Yes,
just going to
We've got collected us.
I'm going to put the detect evil holy symbol thing to my side. I guess it's hanging off a chain or something.
Yeah.
Usually, and I'm just going to ready an attack to fire at the thing or anything like it if it appears.
Yeah, sure. Cassie?
Can I cast Glitter Dust from here, or do I need to move into the room?
You can cast it anywhere into the room if you want to.
Okay, I want to put it here.
Okay. It hits
Uh-oh.
nothing.
Pardon?
It hits nothing.
Oh, that's a waste of a level 1 spell, level 2 spell. Damaris is
Worth a
going
try.
to. Can you ready attack and 5-foot step on the same turn? Or...
You can move and ready an attack.
Okay. Can I 5-foot step and ready a full round attack?
No, you can only ready a standard action.
5-foot step. Ready a power attack if the thing appears anywhere.
Okay. Lardo?
I guess I'll move into a position where I can see more of the room and ready the crossbow attack if we see anything which isn't one of us 5 things.
Okay. Babkin?
I ready an attack. I guess I kind of 5-foot step just to make sure that I'm covering more of the room, but I'm just ready and waiting.
Yeah, okay. So Babkin, you're looking around the room, and you're like you've got your rapier out in like the proper, like, I guess you're up in a like musketeer stance, ready to lunge at something, and then your vision goes blurry for a second. And then you're looking around and you're surrounded by a crowd of people. There are humans and half-elves and elves and all of these really beautiful races, you know, surrounded by beautiful people.
Okay.
And they're all staring at you. Can you give me a will save, please?
Ooh. Ah, damn it.
Maybe you also need remove fear as a spell.
Might help. Guys, I don't like. Blah, blah, blah. Let me try. Don't like this. That's the best I can do right now. It's gonna take some adapting, I can tell. Anyway.
Yeah.
I failed.
Yeah. So yeah, you are surrounded by these people, and they're all looking at you, and then they all start talking. And they're like, what is that disgusting creature? Look at its fur. It's so matted and disgusting. Oh, it's covered in grease and blood, and you know, and they're just like saying all these horrible, disgusting things about your gruesome, ratty body.
Sheds a single tear.
And yeah, so you take 2 wisdom damage.
Oh.
Oh.
And you are frightened for 1 round.
Ooh, okay.
And I think at that point, with that like scene, like that scene like disappears, and then you just feel this existential dread in your heart, and you need to start running. And the creature comes back into view, and then we go to break. So we'll be back in 5 minutes, and we will continue with this strange creature probing our characters' minds. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back.